What's up, everyone? Welcome to Disney Movie News. Today we're going to be talking about Beauty and the Beast, Squirrel Girl, and Incredibles 2. Let's go!
Welcome to Popcorn Talk, featuring movie discussion, news, and interviews. Popcorn Talk. We talk movies. And now, here's Popcorn Talk's Disney Movie News.
Uh-oh. Here we are. Another episode of Disney Movie News. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you're not sitting behind a Mac, you're not cool.
It's so weird that you would say
that. Man, just kidding, you guys. I'm just playing. It just feels like we're at school right now. Like, we're the rich students.
Oh my God, I have a notebook.
I know, right?
You're like Elle Woods when Elle Woods comes in with the furry pen.
That's 100% literally the definition of old school. Thank you guys. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. We're gonna have fun today, guys. It's another episode of Disney Movie News. We're gonna be talking about all kinds of Marvel stuff today, especially, which I'm excited about. But we got some pretty groundbreaking imagery that was released on the internet. But first,
Beauty and the Beast.
BATB, what is it?
BATB.
BATB. And so we're going to jump into that. But I'm your host, Leo Camacho. You can follow me everywhere at Mr. Leo Zombie, except for Twitter, where I'm just at Leo Zombie because I like to be complicated. But to my left, I have so many people.
There's so many that now I get to sit next to you. I haven't sat next to you since the Giants.
It's weird.
We're here.
Keetin wouldn't let me sit next to Leo.
That was a fun episode.
I had to sit between mom and dad because sometimes they bicker.
Right.
We're going to mix it up sometimes.
Also makes for really fun scenes where I can just lean over and grab a Coke.
No, you cannot touch her food. She's been over this. Hi, guys.
No, it's just the popcorn.
Oh, okay. Just the popcorn. I'm back. I'm Keetin Marchi. You guys can follow me all over the interwebs at Keetin Marchi. Because it's simple.
What's up? I'm Sarah Snitch. That's my name. My name's Sarah. Golden Snitch. And you can find me everywhere at Sarah Snitch or on Thingamablogs, where Leo and I and other friends make videos every weekday. What's up?
What up?
Hey guys, I'm Renee Ariel. I don't have a laptop today, and you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Renee Ariel.
She'll never live it down.
You know why she doesn't use a laptop, you guys? It's all up here.
It's all up here. I just have it all memorized.
Literally, the chat feed is like radio waves into her brain.
No, she has like those contacts where it's just like this, so you can just see it.
Oh, she's that futuristic. She's got a cybernetic eye.
She's like super like Minority Report up in here.
Yeah, she's sitting in there going, "Oh my gosh, Isabella Wassam just said hi, Cece," and Cece Ronaldo just said, "Keetin."
I'll just look like this the whole time. I'll just look down and just stare into space.
Who the heck gave us 4 thumbs down? Everyone give us a thumbs up.
What?
Who are the haters
Who
out
there has 4 thumbs?
Who's drinking the Haterade?
I don't know what's going on.
I'm not into it.
Oh man, Haterade.
I wish I could call them out.
I wish we knew
Spread
what it was.
love.
What if it told you that? Do you think we would get as many thumbs down?
Do you remember when YouTube used to have the 5-star rating system?
Yes, that was so long ago.
That was before the ice melted, so nobody
that
remembers that. It's impossible. I was going to do shout-outs, but I'm going to just save them for the end when I do my rap shout-outs, my DJ radio. It's too intense. It's a little, I need to chill a little bit.
I wasn't expecting. I was so caught off guard.
Just like your first episode, and I'm like going ham.
I had the 3-year anniversary, and then I had the rap experience.
I forgot it was
oh my gosh, you got the hammest episode of all time to jump in on.
Yeah, it's a good time to join.
We left the studio, and she was like, "Why did you put me on this shit?"
It's like, can I go? They're like, you have to come back next week.
They talk like they're talking to their friends in the basement. It's really weird. We're the worst hosts on the planet, but that's what makes us the best hosts on the planet. And speaking of being the best host, we should actually do this show.
He's been going for a real long time.
Guys,
just
real quick though,
good.
let's just jump in because we got some important stuff to discuss.
This is the stuff I'm excited about. That's why I put it number 1 on the lineup.
Which is surprising that you put it at number 1
so
because it's like the biggest news.
I sandwiched the news. There's stuff that I'm excited about at the front, and there's stuff I'm excited about at the bottom.
You gave yourself something to kind of get the palate going.
Yeah, I didn't want to end on stuff I don't care about.
And of course, the thing we're talking about that she cares about so much is the photo of Cogsworth and Lumiere from BATB.
Beauty and the Beast. Released. Live action.
You guys.
They look sick.
I
love it.
Like they are sick. It looks like Lumiere's melting a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. It looks really...
so cool!
It looks so cool. I love that Cogsworth looks broken. Like, he's so broken inside, and he is pretty broken inside.
Like, he's just a bunch of, like a jumble of cogs and stuff like that, right?
Can I say, guys, last week, they put me on the spot for impressions, and so I watched a clip from Beauty and the Beast and got an impression.
So you're ready now?
It's not good, but I feel like I need to do it because last time I didn't do any impressions.
Well.
So it's of Lumiere, and he goes,
here we go.
"Oh, Cogsworth, have a heart."
Oh my god. Is that your French accent?
I was gonna say, is that supposed to be a French accent? That was really
It's tough, guys. It's my first time. Thank you. Thank you to our live studio audience. I really appreciate it.
It's like extremely adorable because she has it like, written down mom over here.
Oh my God.
It's like super cute. She really did her
You
homework.
literally just slayed me right
It's
now.
like so cute.
I was gonna watch Star Wars and I'm like, I better get a quote.
I know the part that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I forget what's that. It's like with Maurice.
It's like, I need an impression.
Crazy
One
But
But
impression.
it's so
Maurice.
funny
Glass of
because
water,
like,
crust of
you
bread.
jumped in it so quickly that in my brain I was like preparing myself to hear like a really solid bell or you know
I
like
was
Mrs. Potts or something, just like, or even a Gaston, but then you went Lumiere and that's the line you came out with on top of that fresh and like, well done.
Remember when
That
we were
was excellent.
I appreciate
periscoping?
it.
When we were periscoping and I pulled out my Mrs. Potts this weekend?
Oh my God.
Can you do your Mrs.
Do
Potts
it.
right now?
We were just like in the car on the way to this convention that Leo was hosting, and we were listening to.
It was like a 4-hour drive.
Yeah, it was like
Where you
2.5.
wore leather.
We were listening to Disney Pandora and periscoping, and so I was like singing along to be our guest, and then Mrs. Potts part started.
Six is
You know, yeah. If it's 6, is that a spot? Clean it up. I want the company impressed.
But the way she said it in the moment, it was like we changed every word to it's a spot. It's a spot.
Wine's been poured, and thank the Lord I'll have an applicant.
Oh my gosh.
She really knows it. She knows.
I know all of it.
Also, I think we broke the record for the longest periscope of all time. It was like a 3.5-hour Disney periscope. Yeah.
Luke.
Well,
Anyway.
anyway, let's talk about this imagery. I was gonna say, what era is this going for?
Baroque.
Baroque.
No, I don't know.
Don't affix it.
It's weird that Cogsworth has a face, and we like. Where's Lumiere's face at?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
wondering. It
I
looks
think-
like he's melting into his body. Or
I
something.
think Lumiere's face is gonna. I think it's probably gonna be somewhere
See,
above the
I think
can.
those are his
You think
eyes,
that's his eyes?
right where they intersect that little pretzel area. Yeah.
Weird.
I don't know. We got to see them
Because
in
then maybe
motion.
that's his little hair. That's his little swooshy hair.
Well, what I'm imagining is this is them trying to look casual. Like when she walks by, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
You know
I
when she walks by,
hope
they like
so.
pretend to be.
Yeah, because Cogsworth looks like he just saw the Beast murder someone.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny. I didn't even notice that his body was just full of loose cogs until
Yeah,
you
I
pointed
do
it out.
love that.
That's
I
really
do.
interesting.
They look really elaborate. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
kind of like calm down.
But
Disney,
no, but
like,
that's the aesthetic of this movie. It's
I know.
everything is overly elaborate. Like everything has details that are layered. Because I mean, if you look at the rest of the photos, look,
Look
at
at the
Gaston's
bar
tavern.
scene.
Yeah, we got Gaston's tavern photo. What's up?
Yes.
We got
I
Gaston's.
love it. Josh
There it
Gad
is.
as LeFou is so
Yeah, you can see Josh Gad on the table. They're definitely singing the Gaston song.
Yeah.
The back of Gaston looks dope.
Yeah. He
The
looks
tavern
very
looks
Captain
dope.
Hooky.
He just looks like Gaston. Like exactly.
Yeah.
Everything looks exactly how I want
Yeah,
it to
it's
look.
just like a super ornate version of the cartoon, which I'm really into. So we'll see.
Even
When
the
are the Bell
Beast.
photos gonna drop? When are they gonna
Oh
drop?
yeah, they picked a good beast
What?
for the beast.
Wait, did
Oh,
you
yeah.
see? Did you see the wardrobe sketches though?
No.
That they really so they
No.
did release wardrobe sketches. So it kind of like the girl that or like the mannequin thing that they kind of drew Belle's dress on. Like obviously mirrors Emma Watson, and so like I like saw it and I was like, oh my god, she looks so perfect.
I mean, I think it's
yeah, see
great.
if you can find them because it's really cool.
I think it's great that they're releasing it at the rate that they're doing it, and the cast is very vocal online. That we're seeing these photos. There's a million questions that everyone's raising on what this movie's going to be like, what's it going to look like. But the number one question is, of course, as we stated, where is Lumiere's face? It's the only thing. That's the only
I thought
thing
you were gonna
that-
go something like, what is the beast gonna look
No.
like?
Yeah.
That's what
No,
I want to
no,
know.
no,
What
no,
like?
no.
One question.
That's fine. We know he's going to look like a buffalo gorilla. The point is, Lumiere's face. What's up? Where is it?
I can't find these costume sketches.
I swear I saw them and they were so cool.
God, I'm super stoked about this.
They might not be real.
Oh,
We
It's
should
we
what's
should
happening.
we should cosplay.
I
to
found
the
them on
theater.
Instagram.
You found him?
No, it's
Alright.
like I found out on Nerdist, and it's like, are these real? We're not sure.
Everyone's saying, what is Chip? What are they going to look like? Well, they're going to look
Oh
like
my-
overly
they're
an
gonna look
elaborate
so
version of the
cute.
characters, just like we just saw.
I just can't. When that trailer, when
heart
is
is
that
full.
trailer gonna drop? Do we know this?
We already have a little one.
That really, really short one with the rose.
Yeah.
That's
Well, it comes out in
literally
6 months,
all,
right?
Like,
I'm so ready now.
6 months away. Right?
want it
I
now.
feel like it's been
Stop
teased
teasing
for so
us.
long.
I
I
bet you we'll get a
know.
trailer over the Christmas movie.
They'll probably put a trailer in front of Moana. Oh my god.
I do.
I want to see Beauty and the Beast. I want to see that scene with the candle
Stick.
stick at the feast.
What
Okay,
scene with the candle?
they're all scenes with the
I
candle.
think these
babe.
got deleted off of Twitter.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not finding. I'm sorry, guys. We're like trying to give you more entertainment and dropping the ball. So let's move on. Another thing that came out this week, super popular, was headlining everywhere, shared all over social media, trending, given Thor Second Life, was what was Thor doing during Civil War? Where did he go? And what kind of antics was he up to? So
What were you
in
up
order
to,
to
Chris
promote the new
Hemsworth?
Thor movie, they kind of released this little short. And it seems like Thor wanted to be part of the Civil War, but Tony Stark wasn't having none of it. Essentially, it's a short. I don't know if we're going to watch a clip of it or not, but essentially, was the idea that Thor has been just trying to get back in with the Avengers, and they have, for whatever reason, just kept him out. So he moved into an apartment with his buddy Daryl, and they started Team Thor. And it's essentially, there was a meme that kind of summed it up nice. Is Tony Stark is Team Valor, Captain America's Team Mystic, and then Thor is Team Instinct. just like chilling at home with his buddy.
Rude.
Yeah, it's really funny because then he has like a whole board showing all his plans. Yeah, can we watch like a clip? Team Thor here.
This is why I love Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, I know.
We had this really cool adventure saving Earth, and I was pretty happy. Anyway, so I needed some me time, and I came to Australia, and that's when I moved in with Daryl.
Hello.
Here we are.
I love the way you're sitting too.
You can see, and we get along well. Yeah, I guess I just wanted to be around.
This is great. Like, I love that Chris Hemsworth is definitely doing more comedy.
Daryl is an average
me
sort
too.
of
He's great at
everyday
it.
Oh, classic Thor move.
While I'm here, I'm trying to get involved with the locals.
I love
Who's
this.
this purple weirdo? Surprised you actually knew who that was.
Dude, I just love how like fourth wall.
It's weird because it doesn't feel like
Daryl.
Thor, because
No.
like Thor is so.
So serious.
Yeah, it feels like his character
Yeah.
from Ghostbusters,
But it's it
but
does.
just as Thor.
But it's really interesting because I was actually reading some threads on this, and people were like, "I would love a Thor movie like this."
Yeah.
Oh my god, it'd be
Completely-
great.
Yeah.
In America, we're
I'd
having
watch
some
that.
relationship
Like, look how huge Chris Hemsworth is.
This makes me really look forward to the new Thor movie just because
Yeah.
it is kind of this buddy cop feel they're saying.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the fact that Chris is getting so into
there's
comedy and
any
he's so
other
good at it, he's
Yeah.
not bad at it. I'm just like,
It-
yes,
it's
it's going to be so
funny.
much funnier than any of the other Marvel movies.
I hope
Oh,
so.
well.
Or like
Yeah,
Guardians.
Guardians,
But it's
it's like
funny because
Guardians
like
feel.
he's such a juxtaposition from comedy, right? He's like the super tall, super buff, good-looking guy.
Started in
he's literally a
Soaps.
god. Yeah, started in Soaps. He was an Australian surfer in like a soap opera.
Battles.
Battles.
It's
It's like this is so great.
In the sun for a number of weeks.
Love this.
It's almost ready.
He takes himself so seriously though. Wait, this is the best part. The
All
whole
of information
thing
and
right here.
ideas and what I like to call little clues speckled around the place. And who is the man in the purple chair? He's purple. It's
He's
magic
purple.
glove. Doesn't like standing up. Fury. What does he really know? And is Fury his real name?
Is this all improvised?
You know he just improvised. I was just like, you know
Right
he
here,
just
this is the
improvised.
Sunglasses
It's a
in case
mule.
you get bright on the Rainbow Bridge, which often it does. Or if you lift up this little thing, what's he holding? Me.
God, I love it. You guys go watch
Yes!
it without us. That little scene is really great too.
love
I
it.
highly
Oh my
recommend
gosh.
you go and you watch that entire clip because it is A+. Well
I
done.
cannot wait.
Yeah, now it really makes me want to see this movie.
Yeah.
Right? Like how lighthearted. If this is how they're starting their marketing, how lighthearted is this movie going to be?
love it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, here we go. And that's going to have the Hulk in it, which is going to be great. He's
I
back.
love the Hulk.
You love
Bruce
the Hulk.
Banner.
I love the Hulk.
Banner.
Do
Dude,
you
the
think
Hulk,
we're going to get like some ScarJo in it then?
No, because I think, I don't know. It does have an Earth bit, and she kind of only appears in other people's movies. Right, Marvel? Death Star.
Right, Marvel.
I don't know. But we'll see. That's coming out soon. Relatively, I assume. But moving on, more Marvel news. We have a new Luke Cage clip, and it is another long one. But if you want to play a little clip from it, you'll get a little taste of this hero. And if you watched, oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking out. Jessica Jones, you will have the first part of that series actually had a lot to do with Luke Cage. That was our introduction to him, and this seems to be a natural extension, the same sort of vibe, maybe a little bit more. I don't know, gritty, a little
You
more
think it's
actiony.
grittier? Like
It's a
more
little grittier.
Daredevil-esque?
It's a little bit more Daredevil, but not as committed to grit as Daredevil, because Daredevil can get-
Daredevil just like is
dark.
grit. Just straight
Yeah.
up grit.
Yeah, so this is kind of
True
yeah.
grit.
That's This is like the in between point between Daredevil and Jessica Jones. So let's watch this little clip.
We'll,
Yeah.
we'll roll this clip. Just a note from up above. Luke Cage is not a very clean show.
Oh, it
Oh.
not It isn't.
This clip is a little violent, not gory at all, but
No.
a little violent.
Okay,
Here we go.
let's do it.
Is there cursing?
I literally thought he was
Ear
about to
moss.
say that I messed up and it's DC.
I'm guessing that's you.
Boom.
Oh.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know,
strong.
he's incredibly strong and he has invulnerability.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yikes. Guns.
Guess you guys haven't heard about me, have you?
I love that he was scared of David Tennant.
Oh, he can't get hurt?
No.
No, he has invulnerability.
Then what the heck?
Like you have to hit him a lot harder than a bullet.
I want his theme song to be
Like with
bulletproof.
with a car?
Like with a car.
Bulletproof,
Yeah.
nothing to lose. Fire away
See, wouldn't that have been a good ending to that?
That would have been perfect. I loved it. I loved it.
I don't think that's the right.
You don't think it fits the tone?
I just want Anna Kendrick to be singing in the shower in the bathroom of the
Essentially,
Can we
for
make this
Luke
happen?
Cage to have to be hurt, like he's gonna have to get hit by another superpowered person. Like Jessica Jones can hurt him because she also has super strength.
She could also hurt him if she breaks his heart.
Which
She did break his
she
heart.
does if you've seen the show.
Spoiler
Oh
alert.
man,
Yeah,
I haven't, but I guess I'm a good predictor.
That's
I
what
think
causes
that's what
him
that
to
means.
stray and start his own show. Funny enough.
Wow,
You nailed
look
it.
at him doing big
started
things.
his
He's
own
like, I'll
show.
show you.
Yeah. So like if the
Cost
Hulk
him for
punched
just
him,
started
He's like, I gotta
spin-off.
start my own show.
yeah, he's a pretty cool character.
Gotta have my own spin-off.
I'm glad to see him getting finally the attention that he deserves. Luke Cage has sort of
heartbroken.
notoriously always been sort of a backseat Marvel character. He gets featured a lot, but never gains a lot of traction. So I think with this,
All
this
of them
tone,
are backseat that they got movies.
that was a really well thought out sentence there.
Like
Sarah.
Thor was not a thing until the movies came out.
That's true, but he was always part of the Avengers, and even the Avengers as a whole were sort of a B team to the X-Men. But the Marvel marketed them properly, and now they're on the front lines. Well, let's look at Guardians of the Galaxy. Literally no-name superheroes.
That's the other example.
And now they're number one. So they're smart.
Can we just have
I'm
like a
Groot.
moment of silence for Tower of Terror?
No.
It's closing on
we're excited
January
about it.
2nd. I'm really excited.
Bring it on. I can't
Keetin.
wait.
I'm sorry.
Keetin, get out of here.
Where did that come from?
Because we talked
'Cause
about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Do you know about this?
No.
You don't know about the drums?
The drums.
I don't.
I'm
Why
so
is it
upset about
closing?
Because they're stupid.
Let me summarize the drums. There's a ride at Disneyland called Tower of Terror.
I am
Themed
familiar.
after
Once
the
upon a
Twilight
time,
Zone.
this man had a dream, and it all started with a mouse.
60 years ago, there was all orange groves. Yeah, so Tower of Terror is Twilight Zone themed. Disney doesn't own Twilight Zone.
Is that why it's
I mean,
closing?
yeah. Well, I mean, it's not really why it's closing. It's just like that whole area of DCA is totally messed up. The theming is super messed up. Like
Disney's
none of it makes
California
sense.
Adventure.
Yeah, Disney California Adventure. The whole Hollywood land area is like, what is this? There's Frozen, there's Muppets, there's Monsters Inc., there's Tower of Terror. And so this is theoretically the first move to like totally redo that whole area. And so they're re-theming Tower of Terror to be Guardians of the Galaxy. Sorry, I'm just drinking Coke.
It makes her cry. Makes her very emotional.
No, it doesn't. I think like it doesn't make me upset. We've talked about this before. It's just like things happen. Walt said, "Keep moving forward." Walt also said, "Disneyland will never be complete as long as there is imagination left in the world."
Which is funny because this takes place out of the world.
Can I just say though, I went to Toontown for the first time last week,
Yeah.
and I was like, why is this here?
For the kids, Keetin.
For the kids, Disneyland wasn't enough. They had
I
to build
literally
Disneyland
feel like I'm in
within
a Dr.
Disneyland.
Seuss book. It does not feel like Disney.
Have you been to
me.
Dr. Seuss Land at Universal with like cardboard buildings? It's like what kids deserve.
Kids don't like that anymore.
The kids love Toontown. They need a place
They do.
for all of the character meets. for
I
the Fab
loved
Five.
the game.
Which is Toontown Online.
Same.
The game was so much fun.
Dude, you know you can still play it?
No.
Yeah, Toontown
Sarah
Rewind. We'll
still
talk later.
plays it like an addict.
That's
Gotta we gotta say what just happened.
Yeah, just tell 'em.
Leo and I are moving into a new apartment, and Leo just went to see it, like just now
Tonight.
before the show. We found out when we were there that the guy who's currently living there worked on Toontown Online.
He was a programmer. No! Because we had mentioned that we're like, oh yeah, we do a lot of Disney stuff on YouTube and stuff. And he was like, oh, I worked
used
at
to
Disney.
work- I used
and
to
Sarah was
work
like,
for
what did you
Disney.
do? And he's like, I worked on this game called Toontown.
And I was like, no way. And he was like, listen, if you sign the lease, I'll give you this little
then
maquette.
he pulls
it's a flunky boss spot.
He pulls a tarp off of a table, and there's like a statue of one of the bosses.
No!
And Sarah was like, oh my god, it's a flunk. Like she knew exactly what
like
it was.
dying.
And you should have seen his eye. It was like a tear. He's like, you know
like,
my work.
The only person
That's
who's ever
amazing.
like geeked out.
Yeah.
for
Yeah, he's
him.
like,
Yeah,
this is
he
the
was like,
first time
he
this has happened.
literally had this moment where he's like, how can I get in touch with my friends? I gotta let them know. This is crazy.
I was
Can
like,
I tweet this? Should I tell people?
Sign it.
Oh, I don't know.
But he did say, he's like, when you move in, this is yours.
Yeah, I was
my
like, I'm
gosh.
so jazzed. It's like fate.
Yeah, and he goes, check it out. I also have an umbrella.
Yeah, he was like, in my Toontown backpack.
Yeah, he was super stoked about it.
Ooh, Toontown
That's
backpack.
awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, Guardians, I'm stoked about it. I don't know. what
Yeah,
you guys are
people
tripping.
just whatever. Like, it was news a while ago, and then the news came out of its ending date, and everyone again is like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "We knew this was gonna happen. Did you think it wasn't gonna happen? It was always gonna happen.
Was it gonna happen though?
Yes,
Oh,
You were just prepared for it.
Turning back now.
indeed.
It's true.
That's
Touche.
terrifying.
I'm just like, I've lost worse the Tower of Terror at Disneyland.
What's the worst you've
Don't
lost?
talk to me.
Besides Court of Angels.
The Court of Angels.
Dang it!
Come on, Country Bear Jamboree.
We didn't lose it. Their heads are still hanging in
I
Winnie
know,
the Pooh.
their heads are
Very
still hanging
creepily.
up in
You
Winnie
didn't
the
know
Pooh.
that? When you go into one of the tunnels, if you look behind you, their heads are hanging.
Yeah, their heads
right.
are there. It's not the bears. It's like the
Fun-
moose.
Well, yeah,
and
it's like
other
a deer.
ones.
Fun fact, guys, whenever an attraction at Disneyland is taken down, they keep a piece of it in the new attraction that is raised in its place, which means that somewhere in the Guardians of the Galaxy ride
There
will
will be a
be
piece
some
of
sort of
Tower of
memorabilia
Terror.
from the Tower of Terror.
Ooh.
So that'll be a fun one to figure out. New trivia. Fun fact.
Wonder
for all
what
the
Hope
kids.
in dreams.
Speaking of other Marvel properties that
Malaboomer.
you care nothing about, Doctor
Burger
Strange.
Invasion.
You all right over there?
She's just like has Tourette's at this point.
Yeah.
The original Club
Disney
33
Tourette's.
logo.
Oh, that one hurts me.
That
too.
one hurts me.
Doctor Strange. We got some new art and clips from Doctor Strange. Lestrange. It's just kind of showing more about how the world is going to alter, which leads me to believe that we're going to be dealing with the which gem? The reality gem? Is that the one? What are the gems, Zach? Which ones have we had revealed to us in the Marvel movies thus far?
Misty's gem? Brock's
I
gem?
know you'll know that better than me because we have I forget which ones they are. We have time. Was time revealed? I don't know. He's looking it up for us. Anyways, essentially,
We don't have time yet.
we don't have time. That's when we don't have. Essentially, what's going on here is in the Doctor Strange movie, we're going to see using the mystic powers how they're able to alter time and space. So I'm assuming that one of those gems is going to play a pivotal role, very much like the purple gem, which is power we saw in Guardians of the Galaxy, in Thor: The Dark World.
Purple.
Yeah, we got the reality stone was the ether.
Ether.
In
Yeah.
in Thor, the Dark World. The space stone is the Tesseract.
That's
Power
right.
Stone, the orb from Guardian.
And which is the one Vision has?
That's the Mind Stone.
Mind Stone, yeah, that's why he has sentience, because he has the Mind Stone. It's interesting. So we're gonna get another stone revealed, absolutely, like no doubt about it. We're gonna get that revealed, and we're getting some clips of the effects of that stone and its capability. And we also got some new imagery of the villain, and look at that. He looks like the G-Man from Half-Life, which no one in the chat just got.
Oh, I dropped a little piece of popcorn on my mic.
Still
Yeah.
good.
You just had the
What else was that
popcorn.
guy in? Why do I know that guy?
He's Hannibal, and he's also Le
That's
Chiffre
why.
in Casino Royale.
Yep. Okay.
Le Chiffre.
He's the villain from Bond.
Le Chiffre. Yeah, he cries
Is he in
tears.
something else that I would have
Blood.
watched?
What?
The villain from Bond.
You haven't seen Casino Royale?
Yeah, I have.
Casino Royale.
What's his name?
Le Chiffre.
No. God.
Doctor Strange. I like how I'm the only one who talks about Doctor Strange when it comes up. Are you excited about Doctor Strange?
I am because I'm a Cumberbatch
fan?
Leo's
Cumberbatch?
so excited about Doctor Strange, but he won't run the Doctor Strange 10K with
What
me
does that
at
have to do with
Disneyland.
liking Doctor Strange? I don't like running.
You don't want that eyeball?
I don't like running.
That
either.
eyeball
You
middle?
don't even know what it's called.
Nope.
But if you're
But I
gonna
want
get
it.
if you're
It's
gonna
called the
get
Mega
it,
More.
It's called the Eye of Agamotto.
Agamotto.
See,
Mega
she's
More.
gonna get it, and then you're gonna end up with it. So you're fine.
I know, I get it anyway. I get it. I'm smart. I'm playing the game.
He's
Politics.
like, I don't want to run.
I want to know from the chat room, you guys, I'm throwing to you. Are you guys excited about Doctor Strange?
No, none of them care about
I'm
Marvel.
with you, Leo.
Thank you, dude.
I'm also very excited for Doctor Strange, and also not excited for running.
Ah!
I
Mads
don't like
Mikkelsen.
running
Ah!
either.
So let them run. You come over. We get pizza. We go see
Watch
Doctor Strange
Doctor
together.
Strange.
What do you say? Boys' night in.
Well, I want to go.
No.
Why did I
Yes.
get eliminated?
We'll bring R2.
Sexist.
We'll bring R2D2 or R2D as well. Okay.
Struggling with words today.
I'm trying my best. I'm just a man. Eye of Agamotto. Okay.
Muppet of a man.
Yeah. Oh, see, look, people super excited. I'm a Muppet of a man. We sang that on our road trip. We've got a couple of nays. We got a couple of eh. We got a couple of eh. We got some yeses. Dude, I'll talk to Doctor Strange anytime because you my boy. We got a mixed response, but overall, I think people are. Oh my God, this one. Sorry, Leo. When you have that many letters, you're pretty passionate about what you're saying.
Ronaldi.
Can I tell you why? Like the only thing about Doctor Strange that kind of like bums me out or doesn't excite me, it's just that there's so many Marvel things coming out. Like
Like-
Marvel
It's not like
is
the
everywhere, so
Yeah.
it's
Asian
like at this
character
point
cast by
it like doesn't
White
like.
Woman.
See, it's so funny.
It like Marvel like it doesn't get me excited anymore, and like I hope Star Wars doesn't like do that to me because
But at least you're
I
only
love
getting
Star
one a
Wars
year
so
for Star
much.
Wars.
Yeah,
Our friend
Here's the
Joven
thing.
made a video about this.
Yeah, he did.
it's like oversaturated.
Speaking of Joven, if you go to my YouTube channel today, you can watch us do Disney trivia. Me and Joven.
But he was talking about how Netflix is stopping Marvel from releasing too many TV shows and doing the same issue with movies as they could with TV shows. It's like Netflix has been like, we're only going to do 2 Marvel shows a year.
It's interesting to me.
Good. Stopping them from
being a comic
oversaturating
fan
it.
and a child of the 90s, I remember there was a miniseries of Generation X, which is kind of like the teenage version of the X-Men, that came out, and it was really
I
bad.
loved that. No,
yeah, but
I
at the
watched
time,
it. I got so into it.
yeah, at the time I was like, this is awesome because it's at the time, well-produced version of a superhero show, and I was so stoked because we never got anything nearly close to that quality, right? Like to get any sort of mainstream production in comic books was super rare, but everybody wanted it. Then we started getting it, right? We got the X-Men movies and we got the Spider-Man movies, and it was like, all right, well, this is cool. Like we've been dying for this, but it wasn't quite the flavor of what we had always envisioned. And then we got the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's exactly what we've always wanted as comic book movies go. And it obviously, case in point is they're super successful. But now it's the opposite, right? Like now we're getting too much. We're getting way too much. We're getting oversaturated, and it's a split community. I feel like a lot of people are really excited about that. Like I still really enjoy it. I have a lot of friends that complain about it, but I'm like, no, because to me, each movie is the next episode of like a soap opera, right? And it just gets way more hype than a TV show does. But essentially, if you were to line them all up, it's no different than watching a full season.
Yeah, but
of
it's
something.
really hard for people who are casual
Of course.
moviegoers and not
Of
really
course.
into comic books to like catch every single Marvel movie.
Right, but I
in
think
advance
Marvel
of,
does a
like,
good
the
job
Avengers.
of making them kind of
I
self-sustaining.
can vouch for that.
Right?
Say, like, this
I
one.
have so much to catch up on.
You
And it's
do.
like every single time I'm about to catch up,
What-
it's another movie,
Let me
another
ask
TV show.
you, have you watched a lot of the Marvel movies?
I'm gonna be real.
No,
with
no,
you.
it's okay. Be real. You already
I
said you didn't
haven't.
watch any of the Star Wars movies. So.
Yeah, I have not seen many Marvel movies
Okay.
in my day.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That actually helps this conversation out. So let me ask you this: what was the last one you saw?
Do you really want?
Yeah,
No,
no,
for real.
this is safe zone.
I saw the first Avengers.
You saw the first Avengers. Okay. Had you seen any of the movies leading up to that?
No, so I was so.
Did you
I,
feel lost?
I felt lost, and everyone around me was really enjoying it, and I wanted to because everyone loved it. I was like, what is
Yeah,
happening?
I will say that is probably, it's interesting because that first Avengers movie was probably like the biggest cultural phenomenon
Yeah,
in Marvel
it was crazy.
movies. But that movie is the one that relies the most on previous movies. So that might be a poor example of the movie being self-sustaining because obviously that particular movie doesn't quite follow that formula. But if you were to watch
You haven't seen Guardians?
No.
like Guardians of the Galaxy, you don't need to see any of the Marvel
It's
movies.
just-
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, I
You
could
can-
just watch
yeah,
that.
you could just watch
okay,
it.
for
watch
watching
Guardians.
ones
doesn't
just
even
right off the
reference-
bat, I can watch Guardians. What else should I watch?
Honestly,
I mean, all of the
here's something I'll say.
first
You've seen
Superhero.
Avengers, so
I've seen
that
Avengers.
actually sets up most of the movies now. It's not about individuals. You could watch Captain America 2.
Okay,
Which-
without watching Captain America 1?
Yes, you don't need to.
I didn't see
helps.
Captain America 1.
It helps, but Captain
I didn't see
America,
Captain America 1,
Captain
yeah.
America 2 deals with the fallout of the Avengers. So like you don't actually need.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Oh my gosh, how do they all connect?
they all have a
Jeez.
through line. But like honestly, Captain America 2 is my favorite Marvel movie. I think it's the best Marvel
It's,
movie.
yeah,
You
people
could watch
say-
Ant-Man without ever seeing
Yeah, you
another
can watch
Marvel movie.
Ant-Man.
I wanted to see Ant-Man just because of the hype. Everyone loved Ant-Man.
Such a fun movie.
Hey,
totally
chat.
standalone.
We're not actually mad that there's like so many Marvel movies. Like we're criticizing.
It's just becoming a big thing.
how much there is, but like we want to see every
I
Marvel
wanna
movie.
see every single one.
We're expressing concern for the general public.
Yeah.
More so.
The other problem too is like you have all the other studios trying to jump on the hype train, and they're kind of derailing the enthusiasm for Marvel movies. For example, movies like Suicide Squad are actually detrimental to the Marvel movies, even though they show how much more superior the Marvel movies actually are in terms of kind of their own cohesive
But it just
universe.
adds more,
but there's
like,
more
it just-
superhero movies
ugh,
that add
yeah.
to the noise, like Suicide Squad, Batman vs Superman. Then you've got the X-Men movies, and then you've got the Spider-Man movies that keep rebooting every 5
I
seconds.
love the Spider-Man movies.
So you're into the
and I
Spider-Man
think
movies.
they keep getting better.
I agree.
I really loved Emma Stone
agree.
in this last one. I loved her character.
So you say that's like your favorite Spider-Man movie? We were
Yeah.
just having this conversation earlier today, actually.
I didn't even see that one.
Really?
I thought that one was
think-
way better. And
I
it gave...
think-
Oh,
Go ahead, no.
I thought it gave MJ's character way more depth. It being
Stacy.
Emma Stone. What?
Gwen Stacy.
Is that not? Oh,
It
Gwen
was not
Stacy.
MJ.
MJ is gonna
was
be
the first one,
in
right?
The
Yeah,
ones with
they're
Tobey
bringing
Maguire.
MJ back.
Guys, I don't.
What's the
I
name-
haven't read the
actress?
comics. Okay, so
What's the actress's name again? I can't remember.
Oh, the first one.
MJ is his high
The new,
school
the new,
sweetheart.
the new
Oh,
MJ. What's her name?
it's gonna be
Zendaya.
Zendaya.
Oh
Zendaya.
yeah,
Gwen
we went over
Stacy
this last
is
week.
his college girlfriend.
Okay,
Annie,
so that
Annie.
was just a different.
I just want to point out, I know that that's
Timeless,
DC.
yeah.
My point is it's still comic book movies. Continue your conversation.
Interesting. Well, I liked Emma Stone. I liked Gwen
Yeah, she was fun.
over MJ.
She was a lot of fun. I think my favorite Spider-Man movie is probably the first Amazing Spider-Man because it felt the most like Ultimate Spider-Man. But I actually think that the best Spider-Man movie is Spider-Man 2.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
I
with Dr. Octopus.
I'm sorry, I really liked the very first Tobey Maguire. Like that scene, that was one of the that's one of the very first superhero movies I think I ever saw.
I just hated the Green Goblin.
And it just blew the Green Goblin scared the crap out of me.
He was freaky.
James Franco?
We were wee babes.
Come on.
Yeah.
We were
yeah,
Okay, let's not talk about that. Thanks for putting me on blast. What was I saying?
We'll just
Spider-Man too.
No, I think this is an interesting discussion that the Marvel. I mean, the fact that we're even having this is crazy. There are enough superhero movies for this to be like a real debate. It's insane.
Like when we saw Spider-Man, we probably didn't really know anything about Spider-Man before seeing that first one.
I
Whereas
was,
you knew all about it.
Well, Spider-Man's
you
my
know?
favorite superhero.
So
and
I didn't know a single thing.
I remember going to see the first Spider-Man with
James
my buddy,
Franco was
and my best friend at the time was like a huge Spider-Man fan, and we saw it. And the first time he used his spider sense to slow things down, it was like, direct rip-off from The Matrix. But I remember just looking over, going, "We're seeing Spider-Man use his powers," and we were so stoked about it. Like it was so
Freaking
cool.
dork.
I just love when he's like, go web. Like I
Go
just will
web.
never. And then he like by accident shoots it out, and like it's just like I will never forget how like cool that was. And
Yeah.
I just thought Tobey Maguire was so
People.
like.
And people in the chat are saying like,
great.
"Oh, but Leo, I love the Green Goblin." I'm like, "Yeah, the Green Goblin is great if you've never seen the Green Goblin before. He's fine." But the fact that they picked an actor who looks exactly like the comic book character that has been Spider-Man's #1 arch nemesis for like 50 years, and then they put a helmet on him that's not mobile. The whole idea is that his face is twisted into this sort of like maniacal demon, cackling demon type of thing, and he's kind of like this weird sort of embodiment of.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. And then they just put him in a metal suit, and I'm like, that's not the Green Goblin.
Well, that's because
You know
he
what I mean?
couldn't do his own stunts, and he had a stunt guy to do
Well,
it.
I get that, but like, but they do that. Like, if you look at, Scarlett Johansson has a stunt double. You know what I mean? Like,
No, she doesn't.
no, she does really stunts. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I thought that was like one of the worst choices they could have made, and they learned from it. If you look now, they don't really do that anymore, right? Like, you don't look at any superhero suits. They try to stay pretty loyal because they learned it from the
Ant-Man.
Avengers series. Oh, Ant-Man looks exactly like Ant-Man from the comics. He does wear. a
Oh
helmet.
no, I know, but like you can't see his face.
Oh, but that's
you
like
mean, okay, I know
that's,
you're arguing.
yeah, that's how he always was, and he needs it because he's sort of like he shrinks. It's like an astronaut suit type of thing, you know. But the Green Goblin. Yeah, exactly.
Incredible.
Yeah, the original Green Goblin takes a serum and it like messes him up, and then he like looks like that. And then in this one, he just goes crazy and then wears a crazy suit, which is totally a
I used to have
departure.
nightmares.
Anyways, moving on. You guys don't want to get into that. That's for Marvel movie news, which you guys should watch. I think it's on Tuesday mornings. I need to be a guest on that. But we still got more Marvel news because we're getting a new show.
Squirrel Girl, nothing but
Girl.
Squirrel Girl.
I told you it was Warriors.
It was, the New Warriors, which is basically Avengers Jr., essentially.
I can't wait till Squirrel Girl. I can take a picture with her at Disney.
Is that Iron Man with his different version of his suit? Mm-hmm. That's so interesting that they went with that one for this. It's weird because they're saying it's like the teen versions. Oh, this is not actually a clip from the show. We're gonna get the new Avengers,
Marvel.
which is gonna feature Speedball, Scarlet Spider. Scarlet Spider is a really interesting choice. So for those of you who don't know, in the 90s there was a catastrophe called the Spider-Man Clone Saga, and that's when a bunch of different versions of Spider-Man actually spawned off, which now is a really popular thing. They have the Spider-Verse, but back then that wasn't the case. And Scarlet Spider was a clone of Peter Parker who didn't know that he wasn't Peter Parker. He thought he was Peter Parker. Eventually discovers the truth, becomes Ben Parker, named after Benjamin, Uncle Ben, and then starts a new superhero life as the Scarlet Spider. He's got all the same powers as Spider-Man. He just has a whole nother life. And so now apparently he's going to be part of the new Avengers. We've got Speedball, who is a young Avenger. He's actually he makes a lot of appearances in the X-Men comics. We've got Nova, which is interesting because he's like a sort of like a Green Lantern of the Marvel Universe. And we've got Hummingbird. I don't know anything about her. And Justice. And Squirrel Girl is part of that as well.
And then Kendrick will be her voice.
I know. And then, hopefully, right?
All of us are just like,
You guys don't care, but I'm just letting you guys know that that's happening. That is Marvel,
I
and
did some digging on this.
Yeah.
Because for Marvel movie news, we were talking
Sure.
because it came out after the show, of course. And so far, I haven't been able to find anyone to confirm that this is actually in development.
Oh, really?
Oh.
It's a rumor at this
It's
point.
a rumor.
I
There's
do
a
know
rumor
that
in Pittsburgh.
Marvel is actively trying to get a comedy on the air.
That would make
like
sense.
a half-hour project, and the new Warriors is considered a big candidate because it is big part of their arc is that they do a reality show
Oh my gosh,
themselves.
that's amazing. Also, like
could
the
be like
cast,
The Office.
the cast is really funny. Like Speedball is like a funny character, and obviously Scarlet Spider is wisecracking, and it actually takes place in. I mean, if they're talking about this, saying that like the Ultimate Spider-Man universe cartoon universe would be where this would take place, and that's a funny series. It's really good.
It's just saying the two words "Squirrel Girl" doesn't make you laugh a little bit.
Squirrel Girl is a comedic character. It was built solely to be comedic. So like with her headlining, it's crazy how she's become popular, right?
What's her
It's crazy.
power?
She controls and talks to squirrels.
Squirrels.
Oh, she doesn't have
literally-
like squirrel power. She just talks.
She has a tail.
Well, that's
No, but I think
fun.
that's a strap-on.
No,
not even.
No, it's like.
You see, that's the thing now.
What?
Never mind.
Oh yeah, you can buy strap-on dinosaur tails.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she was just a comedic character, and then people like fell in love with her because she's so silly, and she's also the first person to single-handedly beat like Thanos in Doctor Doom. She's crazy.
I did see that they were saying they'd love Barb from Stranger Things to play her.
That
I would
would
love
be
Barb from Stranger Things to play her.
So
funny.
good.
Yeah, I'd
So
be into
funny.
that.
I
I'd
hope
be into
Barb's
that.
in season 2.
No.
If you guys
Get your
haven't
hopes
seen
down.
Stranger Things,
Tuck it away.
So
Redemption
good.
for Barb.
Spoiler alert.
Redemption for Barb.
We'll see. Hopefully that's true
Poor Barb.
because I could use it. And also, I also really like teen superhero shows. Actually, guys, confirmation. Side note: we're getting Young Justice season 3. So excited. You guys don't care, but
that
it's
Disney?
No,
Like,
but
yeah,
but I'm
like,
saying
get
it's another
out.
teen superhero show. So if you like Young Justice, then who wouldn't want to see New Avengers?
No one in the chat
Or new-
watches Young
Yeah,
Justice.
I bet you they do. How many of you in the chat watch Young Justice? Everyone say no and lie. You liars. But that's it. That's it for that piece of news. And now we're gonna get back to Sarah's dessert. So I'll let you take it from here,
I
Sarah.
thought it was more exciting than it was.
What?
The headline says Brad Bird talks about taking Incredibles 2 in a new direction, but he literally said nothing.
Said nothing.
He didn't say anything about it. It's just like everyone's like, Brad Bird doesn't want us to forget that he's making Incredibles 2. It's like, yeah, we're not gonna forget, Brad. We're all
Well,
pumped. We've all waited.
Brad Bird's walking on thin ice because his last couple of projects haven't been so hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he made the best Pixar movies.
Yeah, and then he dropped the ball on like 2 other ones. So he needs to
Yeah,
go
those
back to
weren't
his
Pixar
roots.
movies.
Doesn't matter. He still messed it up.
So, like, all he
Tomorrowland, Brad Bird? I'm watching you, buddy
All he
boy.
said was
I'm
taking
watching.
it in a new
Do
direction.
you know that Brad
What is
Bird?
that even? What direction?
Brad Bird turned down being the director of Star Wars to do Tomorrowland.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Brad Bird's on my list right now.
Right, he doesn't know. He doesn't fall asleep very well.
No, he didn't. But he also did the Iron Giant. So if you watch that and you're a fan of that, you
He's a
know,
damn giant.
yeah, which
I
is
didn't
okay.
mind Tomorrowland. Okay.
Well,
I
then-
didn't mind it.
I mean, yeah, but it wasn't.
It wasn't
good.
great.
It was a terrible.
Kind of like
film.
Pete's Dragon.
Bad.
No.
No, Pete's Dragon was better than Tomorrowland.
Guys, I need to see Pete's Dragon.
And you know that.
You're gonna cry the
Wait
entire
for
way
it to
through.
come out.
You don't
I-
don't go see it in
I
theaters.
have a hard time deciding which one's better.
You never
Would
even saw
you-
the BFG.
Would you prefer a more serious toned Incredibles, or
Incredibles already has a super serious tone.
no, it's not super
Yeah,
serious.
yeah,
but it does
it's
have
like
serious.
a
I'm just saying,
pretty-
would you want it to be darker? Would you like it to be more serious?
God, it was already serious.
Darker? Okay, I don't know what.
No, not darker than it already was.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the thing. It was not like light and fluffy because it definitely had some weight to it, but it had sort of like a kitschy feel, which brightened it up and made it kind of doo. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if they just went like bum 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 bum, you know, would you want to see that sort of Incredibles, or would you see doop 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 doop?
I like.
I
the
mean, they're never gonna make like a super serious Pixar.
That's right. So
movie.
like, what direction
the
could they
Pixar
possibly?
shorts.
I
take
think
this
when
in?
they talk about direction,
Oh,
they talk about like
girl.
what they're gonna do with like what the task at hand is.
Ah,
Gonna
I see
be.
what you're saying.
You know, it's not gonna be like super secret.
It's not about like mood.
I wonder how many years they're gonna jump.
Oh, that's a
Yeah, good
really good
question.
question.
I'm very curious to
Because
see.
Maybe not at all.
how old is Dash in
He's
in-
like 9.
Dash is in like
So
like.
what if
yeah.
they gave it like 10 years and he was like 19? He's like a stud now.
Well,
Like,
who knows?
Ooh.
Because like Nemo was only 6 months after the first one.
right. I kind of want to see Dash a little more grown up.
I
Like,
wanna see
wanted
them
to
all
see
more
him-
grown up.
yeah.
I wanna see the
I wanna
baby
see
that flames
Violet
on.
in control
Yeah,
of her
Jack
powers.
as like an actual character.
Well, I feel like Jack would end up being if he was like 10, if he was Dash's age, that'd be
Where'd
interesting.
those rumors go about Jack being the villain of the
Oh,
movie?
come on, people just make stuff up all the
That
time.
was
Don't make
cool,
the baby the villain.
I know.
Baby man.
Jack is already terrifying.
He'll-
I mean, Jack
he'll-
as the villain because he can't control himself.
He'll
Like,
Jack
Well, I
you
mean,
up.
I'm sure by like when he gets older, he can control himself, but like he can turn into like whatever he wants.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Evil.
He's a jack of all trades. Okay.
I think that's why his name is Jack.
His name is Jack. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Whenever-
with that. I'm just excited because it's my favorite. It's like my favorite Pixar movie.
It
Ding.
would be.
Of course, superhero stuff, man.
Yeah.
God, you guys, come with me on these rides. Also, my chat froze.
I love The Incredibles, but like,
Refresh.
you know,
What's your favorite Pixar movie?
Wally.
Finally.
That's my least favorite.
What's yours?
But I love it or hate it.
Huh?
That's a tough one. I really enjoyed Finding Nemo.
Yeah,
Finding Nemo.
rightfully so. It's a great movie.
And I loved.
three.
I had some high expectations for Finding Dory, and I think they did a really good job.
I agree.
After following up with that first classic, I mean, I love it. I just love it.
I thought they did a really good job too. I think it gets a little weird at times, and the
It
pacing is a
definitely
little
gets
strange.
weird. And I remember, like, my thought process was not good because I was like, it's not realistic. Meanwhile, watching an animated film about talking fish, I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's like my priorities are not in the right place right now.
But it was really good, really funny. They did a great job.
Dude.
And I love that I always cry during those stupid movies.
I thought the
Always.
humor was just like was just hitting the mark every single time.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
no, they really did a good job. It's really well written. And it makes sense the pace would have to be as it was because she doesn't have a very good memory. So they kind of move through that storyline.
Yeah.
What else we got, you guys? What other little tidbits we got? That's all our headlines. But
Moana was named one of the 20 most anticipated movies of 2016.
oh, interesting. How much longer do we got for that?
Like, not that many. Oh,
Nyama.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving weekend. That's right. What if Violet has kids with a villain? What? This is my favorite chapter.
Getting dark.
Someone's writing fan fiction in our comments. I don't know how I feel about it. How about you? You went to Disneyland with the fam?
No, not with the fam.
No, just went.
I just went by myself. Like,
Was it-
I went with my friend Sam.
Did you have a good time?
I did. It was my first time going as a season pass holder since I've gotten my season
Did you
pass.
feel elite? Did you feel better
I
than
felt,
everyone?
I just was like, there was no pressure.
No,
which
right?
was like, it
No
felt
press.
really, really good. There was just no pressure. I was like, I don't need to ride
I'm just gonna grab a
every
churro
ride.
and
It was
watch.
really crowded. Like, and I went on a
has been.
Monday too, and it was insanely crowded, and I just could not handle it. And I went on the Star Wars ride again, and it was amazing. I went on the new Soarin'.
Oh, I haven't done it yet.
haven't
The new
done it
Soarin' was really cool for me because like the first like 5 places I've been there, and so I was just like I've been there. Like, it was,
You're
it
just
was,
like,
I was
you
like,
lean over, you're like, everyone's like, woo, and you're like, been there.
Great Wall, been there.
Whatever.
Not
that great.
It was cool. I liked it better. I don't know. I like the thrill rides, so
Yeah.
Soarin' is not like really what
I
I'm
like
excited to do.
experiential, attractions.
I love that we did the little shooting
Midway
ones.
Mania.
Those are my
did this one?
Yeah,
favorite.
they're my favorite too.
Those are my favorite. They're so much fun because you get to compete with the person next to you, and like literally, I
Or
could.
if you're me, you ride alone to get an optimal score, so that no one's wrecking with the direction
yeah,
of
but
the
then
car.
you can't get all the bonuses.
And no
You can
one's-
change the direction of the car.
Oh, I'm talking about Astro Blasters.
Okay, yeah,
Oh.
I did the other one.
I prefer riding alone on Astro Blasters.
This is some meta. When's the last time we went to Disneyland?
I went to Disneyland about a year ago.
Oh, that's pretty recent.
Yeah.
Sarah's like, how do you live?
One hand on the joystick, one hand on the gun.
For Sarah, it's like
I just want to follow Sarah around.
it's like a vitamin
and,
she
like,
needs it in her system.
Stream her entire day at Disney. Like, talk about the longest Periscope. I will just follow you.
Yeah.
around
Bring
all
your
day.
external.
Yeah, if you want to watch a video like that, you can watch the Ingma vlogs, or you can watch me experience the Tarzan treehouse in its entirety. It's a fun video.
Do you know what was closed? Because they're doing Haunted Mansion was closed. It was a bummer.
Yeah, 'cause they're adding
Tom Sawyer,
holiday.
Tom and Huck Island is done.
Tom and Hook.
Tom and Hook Island? Sorry, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
I love Jonathan Taylor, and I love that movie. Tom and Huck. If you haven't seen it, go watch
Man,
it.
That's not going
house.
to be closed for a while. Don't be disappointed, because they're redoing the whole Rivers of America for Star Wars Land.
Yeah.
I know.
But that's the benefit of being an AP, is that you can just like, it's closed, whatever. I'll come
Whatever.
back
I'll come back
tomorrow.
when I need to.
Whatever.
No, it's I get a corn dog every time I go. I got a
Love
churro.
corn dogs.
I got a churro
You
for
got
you.
churro? Did you eat it for me?
I did eat it for
Cool,
you.
I'm at 22 now.
I get a churro and corn dog every time I go to Disney. It's kind of sick.
I set a goal at the beginning of the year, which I'm definitely not going to
Failing.
meet, was to eat 100 churros this year, and I'm at
Oh my
20. I'm only
gosh.
at 21.
That's a fun goal.
It is a fun goal.
Do you know my goal when I went to
Diabetes.
Disneyland was to get the really tall twist ice cream? And I went to Disneyland, and they're like, that's
no
a
soft
California
There's not
adventure.
there. Well, they just got one. They just got
What?
it.
What?
The soft serves.
And
they
the
just
other
brought
at the
them
other
back.
park?
Yeah.
They just
got
brought
it.
them back to
Okay, well, they're like a year
Definitely
late.
After you went.
For a long time, there was no soft serve at Disneyland.
I was going all around the park because I was determined to find that ice cream. I've seen the
Your
Instagrams,
quest was folly.
and
do
they're
the-
like, "You're wrong, wrong
They
park."
have the Dole Whip.
Yeah, they have Dole Whip there.
I still haven't tried. I still haven't had
I
it.
feel weird being like the only person who doesn't love Dole Whip.
I haven't
Dole
had
Whip's
it
great.
yet.
That
The line's always
that
too
half
line.
second of silence, guys. You pierced my heart when you did that. God.
I'm going on Monday to Disneyland because it's the last day of the Diamond celebration.
Who's going Monday? Hands up in the air.
A lot of people probably are.
Like you just don't care.
Too many
See,
people.
I went with Paint the Night. You went with a classic song from the radio.
I like to go when nobody's there.
It's going to be the
So
last Paint the Night for a while.
That's right.
I'm jazzed for that emotional experience with everybody. I'm serious. Everyone's going to go and everyone's going to be like,
Yeah.
I did cry the first time, right? Because I didn't.
Oh, I'm going Monday too because I don't work Monday.
yeah, babe, we can go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. It's gonna be
Let's do
great.
Paint the Night bounds.
Oh my God, we'll go as giant paintbrushes.
Let's go to Pinwheel
We'll
Base.
go as giant circuit boards.
Seriously.
Just wear one of those light-up shirts
Yeah.
on Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh yeah, like the volume thing with like the weird. Yeah, we'll get one of those.
All night long. That's the dance they do.
Guys, I live with her. That's exactly how it goes if I remember correctly. When are you gonna do your Star Wars marathon, girl?
Soon. I've been trying to reach out to friends
Yeah.
to see if anyone has the DVDs.
You should, throw a couple.
I have them.
Pepper it in with Disney movies.
You have them?
I don't have the. Okay, well, let me give you the original versions that I downloaded, not the like new revamped Blu-rays. I have those too, but no, you need to experience the originals.
Yeah.
And I have the downloaded versions of those. I'll bring an external next.
I will watch them and I will live tweet them.
Yeah, I told you. Let me
Yes.
know so we can spread the
It's gonna
love on that
happen.
one.
I tried this week. It's hard. My friends do not own Star Wars.
I don't like.
I
your
need to.
friends.
I need to
If I
watch
was
it
your
all.
mom,
You can
if
go.
I was your mom, I'd be like, I don't like those
Like
friends
your
you're
dad.
hanging out with. They're bad influence. Their shorts are too low. I don't like them. They're in gangs. They're in those gangs that do normal people things instead of watch Star Wars. I would be mad. I would be real mad. I'm just kidding. I
You should
wouldn't be
lecture
mad.
my friends.
I would be like, yes, my daughter's not a nerd. Oh gosh. Okay, so guys, that's it. We don't have any other news.
Did
Anything
you guys
else?
catch that Finding Dory is coming back to theaters this weekend?
What?
Oh,
it
it
is?
Yeah, for Labor Day weekend they are releasing it into
that cash
movie
cow,
theaters.
Disney.
Yeah,
I
Disney
know it.
really
One more time.
milking it. That's all right. I get it. That's cool. I actually did not know that.
You know what the worst thing that I ever lost at Disneyland was?
What?
Wintertime Enchantment.
Oh, I know something we can talk about.
What?
You know what? I lost the opportunity to talk about the Rogue One trailer. We never talked about.
You don't want to tell them about the time that I realized that there was no Wintertime Enchantment and had a
No,
panic attack?
because you literally bawled your eyes out. It's her favorite thing ever,
Yeah.
and we went expecting it to happen because it was supposed to, and
Yeah.
then they just didn't do Wintertime Enchantment, and so we were there ready to kiss under the snow, and then
I was ready to kiss. I was ready to cry.
we were ready to kiss. We were gonna have a romantic moment, and then you were like, "Where's my?"
How was
soap?"
your anniversary?
We spent it on this show.
I know.
It was nice.
It was really nice.
She brought me peanut butter cookies. Yeah, how was our anniversary?
It was
Yeah.
really sweet. Lots of peanut butter.
Lots of peanut butter happening there. I shared some
Adorbs.
cookies with the
We did
people
something
afterwards.
else. Like, what did we do?
Look, everybody wants to talk about Rogue One. That's what the chat's chanting.
No, but they
about.
haven't heard me talk about Wintertime Enchantment yet.
Fine. We'll do that on a Periscope, but we got to start winding down. So, Rogue One, new trailer was awesome. Go watch it, Dunny. And okay.
But again,
that's
I
it.
don't want to
Stop
watch
that.
any more trailers for Rogue One. I've had enough.
Yeah, I think
I
I'm-
don't want to
I'm-
see anything
I'm
else.
happy.
I just want to go see the movie. at
I'm
this
happy
point.
with it.
I don't need to see anything else.
Yeah. Speaking of Star Wars, I will be cosplaying. I need to ask you guys. So on September 24th, we're getting a new con in LA called Nerd BotCon, and I'm one of the featured cosplayers. And I need to know from you guys, of my cosplays, which one would you like me to wear? Of course, Hook is an option, and Poe Dameron, and some of my others. So go on my Instagram and let me know, or whatever, or tweet me and stuff at Leo Zombie.
Who's your favorite one?
To cosplay as? Oh, that's a tough question. I really like doing Hook because I like the way people react. They're just like, oh, you look just like him. And then like, all the moms are like, I love that show. Take a picture with and then they like don't have a camera ready. They just want to hug.
Oh.
I'm like, all right, chill out, lady.
You're like, you're touching me in a weird
Yeah.
way.
One lady like refused to believe that it wasn't him like trolling the con. Yeah, this happened at WonderCon. She's like, no, you're him. You're just messing. I'm like, no, I'm not. It's literally, no. Why would I do that?
Did you watch the Once Upon a Time bloopers?
No.
Oh my God, they're so
Okay,
funny.
that's
They're so.
something
You
I
guys
do.
go online, watch the Once Upon a Time
Yeah.
bloopers. They're hilarious.
Everyone's saying Poe. Well, that's perfectly
Is
fine.
Poe comfortable?
Yeah, it's actually really comfortable, believe it or not. It just kind of shrugs on my shoulders a lot because it's like kind of tight on me, but whatever. But guys, that is the end of Disney movie news, but I'm going to take you out in a traditional fashion. DJ, drop that beat.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God, what's happening?
Going with the new jam today. Guys getting hype up here in Disney movie news. The lights are flashing. The crew is getting ready to give you their Twitter handle so you can follow them on social media. But people in the chat, where you at? Type in right now, because I'm about to give y'all some shout outs. Coming up first, we got Britney, I said your name wrong because I'm so excited, girl. Brittany Islas, that's island in Spanish. This girl's floating, she's on top of the water, which is like 75% of the Earth's surface. Earth's surface for life. And then coming up next, I can't even see him, but we got Drew F, who's giggity up in this chat. We've got Kristian 251011. That's a lot of Christians, but I'm glad you got yourself a number, son. We got Mouse Talk with the yo-yo-yos. We got Tori. I can't even read your last name, but that was dope. Guys, you guys are going too fast. But since that was not dropping the beat, then picking it back up there in the booth. Shout out to my boy DJ Zach Zap Attack. All right, guys, listen up. We're gonna go with some rhymes. Yo, we got Super Iron Halo. He's up in the chat. We got Drew F, cause he's back for more shout outs. What's that? Annie Allen is up with Alexis Barber, Miranda Perry, and Daniel Q. Allison Scott, that's her. I saw her. She was in the chat last week, and she was also with Victoria Soto and Dina Sonrisa. Yo, guys, thank you guys so much for watching Disney Movie News. It's been fly. It's been dope. I'm your boy, Leo Zombie. Make sure you follow me on all social media. Let me know which cosplays you want me to rock at the next cons. But I'm not alone. I'm never alone. I've always got my squad. Always got my crew. To my left, introduce yourself, girl.
Hi guys, I'm the Rosie to his Sophia Grace. Am I supposed to rap this?
Be more gangster.
I'm the Rosie to his Sophia Grace. Y'all can find me all over the interwebs at Keetin Marchi. What?
That's dope. Girl.
I'm Sarah Snitch.
Dropping the beat with Sarah Snitch.
I'm Sarah Snitch. Happy birthday, Little P.
Little P up in the house.
Happy birthday.
Everybody go to his Twitter, wish Lil P a happy birthday. That's at
Leo. I mean, it's Patrick Z. Bill.
And last but not least, showing up tonight, doesn't need a MacBook. Has got the brain, the internet waves coming in, informing her. She knows everything she needs to know. She closes things up. She doesn't need technology. She's free of that. She's liberated. Tell them where they can follow you, girl.
That's an introduction.
Yeah.
I'm Renee Ariel, and you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Renee Ariel.
I like the way you drop that with your beat and the name. And I'm going to do this next week because it's always the same. We're going to give some shout outs, but that's the end of the show. So make sure you follow us tonight before you go.
Yeah!
What's up, you guys? Thank you guys for watching.
PopcornTalk Network. We'd like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit PopcornTalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the PopcornTalk Network. The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the PopcornTalk Network or its owners or principals.